Not even charged all the way. What you doing, oh boy? Yeah, I'm trying to clean my. Well, you need to, whether you want to or not. Okay. You gonna wake up in a few minutes. Hey, TK, baby. Just go to bed, baby. Just go to bed. Because you got school in the morning. Hey, Ghost Ninja Sticks. Hey, Mary St. Blue. Hey, you guys. I was actually, oh my God. I was actually on my little vacation. I'm on my little vacation, you guys. What's up, Night Owl, baby? So, let me go ahead and say this. Y'all, I'm on vacation, y'all. And I was in the bed. But, oh, come through locks. Yeah, they long as heck, girl. They really long. Really, really long. Long, 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 long. Anyway, I got out of my bed because a couple of people asked me to go live and whatnot. So, here we go. Let me find a place to sit this at. Who is responsible? Oh, definitely. I'm enjoying my vacation. I am enjoying my vacation. Definitely enjoy my vacation. Um, I don't involve myself with mess. I don't involve myself with mess. Let me find a place to sit my phone up. I do not involve myself in mess, with mess. I will not be doing, no more panels. I'm not because I see where stuff can go. So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay, but anyway, real quick. So, who is responsible for the kids going missing? Oh, nobody's coming for me. Nobody coming for me. I just see, I just see where stuff, I can't, I just see, yeah, Ghost Ninja 6. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I don't, I don't do mess. I don't do mess. I have a low tolerance for mess. I have a very low tolerance for mess. Period. I don't do mess. And I do not do mess. I just don't like I will snap like real quick. I don't do mess. And I had to keep my composure, because it's about the kids. So I try to keep my composure about my cases, about any case. I try to keep my composure and I keep it professional regardless of how I feel. I keep it professional, okay? And that's what I do. I keep it professional, and that's just that. But I will not be on no platforms um with certain people. I'm not doing it. Not being on no platforms with certain people because that's I just can't do it. I love y'all. But yeah, I don't do mess. So when Hawkeye asked me to go live, I went on and went live so we can have a little discussion. Thank you. Yeah, I keep it like that. I don't like the drama. I don't do the drama. Yes, it seemed to be personal. I actually wrote that in the chat. It's some personal stuff going on, and you can't involve personal stuff into cases. You can't do that, because when you do that, you'll go wrong every time. You definitely go wrong every time when you involve personal things uh into cases. I don't do that. Uh, but who do y'all think is responsible? Who do y'all feel is responsible? He keep talking to you. Yes. Yes, you have to be open-minded and look at it all sides. At all sides. And what do we always say? Over here, we always say everyone is a person of interest. Period. Everyone is a person of interest. Exactly. The person that got them lost. Exactly. We always say over here that everybody that's ever had contact with those children are persons of interest. We've always said, why is this light on? Oh, I turned it on. Okay. We've always said that everybody was a person of interest that ever had contact with those kids are persons of interest. Everybody that's had any contact with those children, Orrin and Orson, who's ever had contact with those kids are persons of interest. That's it. But yeah, so I will not be on any panels or nothing like that with certain people. That will not be happening again. Um, that it wasn't even supposed to be like that. It wasn't even supposed to happen like that. Things just went the way it went. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't do drama and stuff like that. I had to back away from some of YouTube because I really did. Yeah. All right. So the number, if you want to call in, to give your opinion, the number is 615-231-0422. If you want to call in to give your opinion on who is responsible for Orrin and Orson coming up missing. Now, we all know what the kids been through. Like, we've seen a ton of videos. We know all the information. We know how it goes. We know all of that. We know how it goes. We know what happens to them from beginning to end. But who is responsible for the kids be going missing? My opinion, from what I observed on the news, who was responsible for the kids, who said they was the last ones with the children, Jacqueline and Trezell. Hey, baby. Hey, everybody coming in. Jacqueline and Trezell, they said they were the last ones with the children. They are responsible for those kids. Period. Period. They are responsible for those kids. Period. Okay? That's who I believe knew what happened to them. Hey, Mary, I love you too, baby. That's who I express how they feel. I'm my everyday mom now. For those kids, I'm somebody with a mom. Thank you, Ro. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it professional. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I keep it very professional, and you know, once you see how things go, you just move different. Just whoop, quick little left turn, move a little different. Next time you see, when you observe some stuff, you just move different next time. That's all. I know how it all works exactly. What's up, Crystal? Then we're talking about people in the chat asked me to go live, so I'm going live. We're talking about um, who we think are responsible for the kids. That's what's going on. She's not gonna stop, stoop to their level. No, no, I'm not involving myself in no drama. I don't I don't know what happened. Uh, or what nobody personal issue is. I don't know, but I'm not involving myself in no drama. Bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving. Yeah, so I think Jacqueline and Giselle are the ones that are responsible. I don't know how to type on my phone. How do I write in my own chat? I re- See the comments don't say. I really do comment for not participating. I could tell you were dissing yourself from that mess for a reason. We could all see what that was. Yeah, I know how to fall back when I see certain things. If my children come up missing, I will be held responsible. Yes, Queen, always. You have to. What is it? Oh, 615-231-0422. The people responsible for whatever happened to the children are the people that know what happened to them. Exactly. Exactly. Think it's going on. What I think is going on? All right. I believe either the West, Jacqueline Giselle, did something to the children themselves, or they did something to the kids, or gave them to someone. But I do not believe that was kidnapped. I've always said that. I've always said that. That I don't believe it was kidnapped. On a couple of videos ago, we talked about it. Hold on one second. Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Queen?
Yes, this is her. May I ask who's calling?
My name is Paula. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, welcome, Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house.
I may pennies.
Y'all, I hear myself a little bit.
Okay, let me stop something.
Okay.
Yes, I have been watching Everyday Shenanigan along with your channel as well. I couldn't get in. Let me turn my TV down.
Oh, I heard. Oh, okay.
1 second. And I couldn't get in her chat. My YouTube was acting up, but I got into your chat tonight. Yes, and I feel, my opinion is that the adopted parents are responsible for these children because they said they were the last two people to see them alive.
Okay. I agree with
Also,
you.
I'm confused because in the beginning they told us, and this is a question, I'm 65 years old. I have grandchildren. I was a foster parent. I'm a foster parent to one of my grands, which is 30 years old now. Um, I'm confused because in the beginning, I think we echoing for some reason. But
Oh,
in
you're
the
not echoing
beginning,
on my
they
end.
said there was two foster, two adopted, and two biological children. I can hear it on my, but as long as I'm not on your end, I'm good. And there was two biological children. About, I believe, 3 weeks into the case, it went from
They
foster,
changed it.
yes, to four adopted children. And I feel the reason for that is because if these two children were still foster children, CPS was supposed to go to that home every month, if not twice a week. I know that's what they do here in New York, right? And because CPS probably didn't follow through and was there to see, the well-being of these children, okay, they turned it to for adopted because CPS would have to answer for why wasn't they able to visit these children, and I believe CPS is falsifying papers
Okay.
because I know for a fact I have a niece that's a director over an agency. I have another niece here in New York. She used to work for foster care, right?
Okay.
I know for a fact, right here in New York, about 5 years ago, a supervisor and it was a supervisor and a worker. They falsified papers, said they was visiting this little child. It was like I say 2 blocks from my mom's home. The child ended up dead, and they falsified the papers. One got fired, and the other one went to jail.
Wow.
Yes. So these agencies, they're corrupt. I feel the whole system is corrupt. And these babies someone should know
Hold
the
on one
whereabouts of
second.
these
One
babies.
second.
It could never happen in New York. I'm not one to talk, but I'm 65 years old, and my heart is broken, aching. Every day I'm watching.
Hold on, real quick. Let me address
Mm-hmm.
something. Quick talk stuff is about to get started in here. Do I block people or not? Everyone, be respectful in the chat, please. Be respectful in the chat, or you will get blocked. I mean,
I
what's?
can't see the text, so it doesn't matter to me. And
No,
it's
I'm not
really,
talking to you.
it's, it's really
I don't see
heartbreaking.
it.
I lost a grandchild, 13-month old, and it's very heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, don't talk about the YouTubers in the chat, please.
So,
Alright, go ahead. I'm sorry.
really unbelievable. No one knows the whereabouts. Says the adopted
Yeah,
parents.
you're not the only one
They
to
are
think that
responsible.
CPS has corruption
Yes,
going
they
on.
are.
I'm hearing a lot about CPS going on. A lot of CPS corruption. I'm hearing a lot about that. So I'm hearing a lot about that. Yeah. So yeah, I do believe Jacqueline Trezell has something to do. Y'all good, y'all good. Has something to do with Orrin and Orson coming up missing. I know they know something. They was the last one. They reported missing. They had them in their custody. So we obviously know they are responsible in some way. You had them,
Yes.
and then the interview, you could see through a lot of the lies and things that they were saying. Um, on what's girl, I'm reading these comments. Okay, no, okay, y'all good. Um, a lot of stuff
Because
they
I
were
know
saying was
here in New
lies.
York, they would have had them in custody.
Yeah,
They would
yeah,
have had them in custody here in New York. Trust me. They don't play that
yeah.
here
They
in
would
New
have
York.
found something. In some states, yeah, they'll lock you up for
Yes.
neglect,
Neglect.
get you to
Neglect.
talk. Um, then
Yes.
they'll get it out of people some way. I don't know what all of what they do, but
Mm-hmm.
they get it up out of you some way, and after they get it out of you, then they go look and find the body. For some,
Yes,
they end up finding
exactly.
who was the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's
Exactly.
definitely how it goes.
But,
Are they
but
letting them move back in the
my
house?
prayers are going up, and hopefully, they'll be able to come up with some more leads, and they can put this, get justice for these babies. Thank
Definitely.
you for taking the call.
No, thank you for calling in. I definitely agree with your thought process as far as the kids come up missing. Our gut instincts and intuitions from the interview says it all. Yeah, it says it all to me. And not just that, they reported the kids missing. They was just in their backyard.
Exactly.
You just had them. You just had the kids. Kids just don't disappear from your
Mhm.
care. They don't just disappear. Sorry, they don't. They don't just disappear and you don't know nothing. That don't
Mhm.
happen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It
And
don't. So they
I
know
also
something or
believe
they did something.
that the adopted grandparents know the whereabouts of these children. I believe the
I
adopted
believe
grandparents
Wanda knows
knows the
something.
whereabouts.
I believe she knows something.
The
I
adopted
definitely
parents
do.
knows the whereabouts. I mean, the grandparents, they know the whereabouts of these children too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I
Okay.
know. I feel like Wanda knows something
I believe the
because
whole family knows.
yeah, because you had to told them something when
Thank
you
you.
bringing only a certain amount of kids to your house to visit Granny. You only
Mhm.
bringing a certain amount of children.
Right.
So you're telling them some kids. What are you telling them about the other kids that's not coming?
Exactly. Mhm.
You keeping them with you? Did you not even bring them in to say hi to Granny? Nothing. Like they have to have asked some type of questions
Exactly.
at some point.
I
They
have
had to ask
three.
some type of questions.
I have a 10-year-old. Uh, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have a I have a 10-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old. There's no way you're gonna bring two to my house, and I'm not gonna question you about the third child.
Yeah. Yeah. And she did. And they told her something. I don't know what they told Wanda, but they told Wanda something.
You
They
know.
told
Mhm.
everyone failed those kids.
Mhm.
Yes, Dorothy. Everyone failed the kids. Everyone failed the kids.
Well, she knows. She knows. She knows.
Yes, they definitely premeditated this disappearance.
Yes,
Yes,
the
I
whole
feel it's
system
premeditated.
failed. The whole system failed the kids. The whole system, and that's what they do. But we gotta stay strong. We gotta keep praying, and hopefully one day they will, come up with justice for these babies. And keep praying. Keep the focus. Don't give up.
Right. No, never. Never. No, we're not gonna give up. Like I said, we've been talking about other cases, but
Yes.
we still we're waiting on the update from,
And it's so.
and it's been quieting down. I haven't heard no motion, no anything, no motion, no
Mhm.
nothing. I haven't heard anything about searches, pretty much, or Bakersville doing anything. So I mean, like I'm hoping that they're still analyzing evidence, but I don't know. I think it's going a little cold here. I think we're at a standstill. But that's my opinion.
Mhm.
We at a standstill. No, they didn't have a chance with no either families.
Well, we're going to pray and touch and agree this case does not go cold. We cannot allow it to go cold. Whatever we can do from state to state. Yes, and the people that's out there in Bakersfield, I feel maybe they need to go to the Baker's Police Department and go to CPS, and that's where they need to protest at. We need answers. We need to know what happened to these
I was
babies.
thinking about that. What if they did protest?
It's 90 days. Yes.
I was thinking
Yes,
about that.
let's make some noise. And if we can back them up from state to state, we need to know. It's
Yeah.
90 days. We need answers now. It's been too long.
Yeah, I
Yes,
agree.
we
I
have to. We
agree.
have to come together as a people. Too many children are being missing. Too many children are being neglected. Too many babies are being killed.
I agree with protesting. I mean, that'll help
Yes.
let them know.
Let them know
Don't,
we're not going to stop.
yeah, we're not giving up. We're not giving up. We want answers. Eventually, when the test results and
Yes.
everything come back, don't forget the case is not going cold because they have a lot of missing people. And a lot of people getting murdered
Mhm.
up there in
Mhm.
Bakersville right now.
Mhm.
A lot of
Mhm.
people,
Right.
and it's just weird. It's just weird.
Mhm.
I was gonna do a video
Right.
tomorrow. I'm gonna upload it on this channel about other missing.
Do
I
you
mean, all
have
these
an email
murders.
address? I wanna send you something. Do you have an email address? I can.
Yes. This is this your number?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send it to your number on here.
This is my home. This is my home number though.
Um,
Um.
it's
I can.
future.
Yeah. If you when you get off, if you can call me, I'll be up for a little while.
Okay.
I want to share something with you.
Okay.
I want to say something.
Okay. I will call you soon as I
Okay.
get off here.
All right. Thanks
Thank
again for
you.
taking the call.
No, no
Bye.
problem. Thank
All right.
you.
Have a blessed night.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Alrighty. So, what do y'all think? Who is responsible? No, we can't allow it to go cold. We don't. We're not giving up on the boys. We're not giving up on the boys. When the West wants to. All right, we got another call coming in. Yes, caller. How are you? Hello?
Hi, dial. Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you. There you go. Hey, boo.
Hey, baby, I had to get you down because I knew you were getting frustrated. That's why I tried to come and kind of, move it about because it was just getting
Yeah, I was
ridiculous.
about to snap. I was about to
Yeah,
snap. So I just removed my. I was trying to remove myself because I was, was about to snap, and I gotta say, I try to keep it professional.
right. We
Um,
all do. Yeah,
especially when it's about the children, especially when it's about the children,
right.
you know. But
Well,
yeah,
yeah, let me call in and just say what I was saying earlier. Um, when we were talking about the case, first of all, we deal in facts and common sense. Common sense tells me if the mama lost the kid, the mama failed the kid. If the adoptive
right? She
family
failed the kids.
lost the
Hey, Big
kid,
Ange.
then um they are responsible. So it ain't no in between to that. Now, am I saying it can't be additional parties to it? No, but it has been cases where parents have left their kids just say with the babysitter, and if the baby comes up harmed or in worst case scenarios is see, they charge the parent. These are proven cases.
And the parent tells who had the child. Don't you? You know, most parents do. That person was
Right.
never charged. That person was protected.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
So
They were
we
protected.
I don't get the logic of where it was going. I definitely understand everybody's opinion on it. But when it came down to do we give them passes? Passes for what? What are we exactly passing? Like
Right.
that's just proof right there. If the daddy said he was throwing wood or chopping wood, they gone. Okay, see, this is how I think. The daddy put their clothes
And
on,
the
the daddy
kids was
took them
on the
outside.
patio.
Therefore,
Mm-hmm.
the daddy is responsible for
For
whatever
the
harm
child.
comes to the child because the child is a minor.
Right.
See how I put that together? Same with
Mm-hmm.
the mama. The mama give birth, the mama has a child. The mama is responsible for any harm or danger that comes to the child.
Right.
It's not hard to kind of put together. That for me, that part wasn't hard. I've always stated that I do believe there's additional people, attached that we might not know about or see about. But I'm no way believing within 3 to 5 minutes somebody just came in. They just happened to be outside on this particular day and got them. It
Right.
just
Yeah.
seemed kind of weird,
But I
strange
still
for
think we
anything
would
else
have
to
saw
happen.
that on the cameras though. Like we was talking about. I think somewhere they got. Well, I know they got the law enforcement said they got all the cameras.
Right.
I'm sure in most cases they knock on the door, they look, see who got cameras facing the homes. They come, they knock on the door. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
do you mind giving us access to this such and such footage? We need it. You know,
Right.
and most people generally here, they don't mind law enforcement getting their video footage and they give it to law enforcement
Correct.
to have the footage.
Right.
So they never
That
later came back out and said, "Oh, we seen that the child was abducted." They never came back and said any of that sort. That
Yeah,
any
because
kids
I
was
would think
abducted.
if then wouldn't they would have met the criteria if they were abducted? to put out what they were wearing, last seen wearing, what time it was, or something. That's kind of where I got lost. Again, I deal in common sense and facts, and I
Right.
do believe it could be other entities in this, but I think this was premeditated for the simple fact these boys seem to not have existed to no one but the West family and the Bio family. I mean,
Right.
you don't hear like nobody saying they came to the ice cream shop, they came to McDonald's, Burger King, like nobody.
Mm.
You don't hear
Right.
nobody saying they came to a birthday party or they went to Chuck E. Cheese one day
And
and
they,
took
because they
pictures.
kept them from the outside world. They kept Orrin and Orson from other people.
So that's another reason I believe we would never hear
No,
from
that was.
nobody saying, "Oh yeah, they used to come in the store with Dad," or "We used to see them in the stroller," or they had play dates and things of that nature, which makes it almost like the perfect crime. Is why I said it was premeditated. They might not be as smart as covering their trail, but they were smart enough that no one came to their house. They didn't do play dates. They
Yeah,
didn't
it
get
might
like
have been
pictures made,
premeditated because
ID
I think
cards, or
those kids
anything.
wasn't there when they reported it, so it could be premeditated because the kids,
Hmm.
I don't believe they was there, but
Yeah,
something pushed them to make that call. Was
either
somebody coming
it
by
was
the
someone
house?
time for a visit,
Mm-hmm.
or a doctor's appointment perhaps, or someone was inquiring about, hey, bring the boys to something. I want to see the boys. I want to talk to the boys. It was something that scared them beyond whatever was the reason they brought harm to those kids. And again, if somebody took these kids to get back at them, if this was some type of gang retaliation, most gang members don't get women and children. They just go for the target, especially if they can touch you.
Okay. Okay.
I
Right.
mean, that's just me. I mean, can they do it? Yes, but most gang members have an oath of not touching women and kids. I mean, they're gonna
Yeah.
get two
Yeah.
smiling babies that they will have to deal with, or you know, it would make
Mm-hmm.
more sense for them to keep the kids to get the money if they owe money to gang members or drugs or whatever. I just simply think he lost his temper and they got rid of the children.
Yeah, you could tell that he didn't have no connection with the children.
He didn't have no connection with the wife. If you pay attention to he didn't
Yep.
hold her. Usually, a man is gonna embrace the woman because she's the
Prince,
more emotional one. And say,
stop.
"Oh my God, we lost our kids. Let me get my wife. She falling. She crying. She falling out. She fainting. Something they didn't seem that connected to me either.
Mm-hmm. No
So that's
connection.
what makes me believe that they have been distant for some time, but they had to come out and make a statement. And once again, I'm gonna say, if they were coached horribly. Whoever coached them, whatever PR for the law enforcement department, they need to be fired.
Right.
Because usually they want you to fake it, even if the police can tell that you're being fake. At least you
Uh-huh.
would come off and fake on the camera. Like when Susan Smith killed her kids, she got
Uh-huh.
on the camera and fake cried. They didn't even give that much of a performance.
Right.
So that's why, I didn't buy the whole, they in trauma and they shock. There's a lot of people in shock and trauma. They get up every day, go look for their kids. They don't let nothing stop them. They don't let agencies stop them. They go out, go underground, hire people, pay people to try to find out what happened to their babies. So that's why I believe they are the reason the children are lost,
Right.
and hopefully they will be held accountable.
Right.
But that was my 2 cents on it. I'm gonna drop back down in the chat, sweetheart.
Okay, thank you. I
You're
definitely
welcome, baby.
agree. I mean, agree that's common sense to me. Sorry, my phone. Hey,
Yeah,
Jane.
I have to go. But I'm gonna drop that down in there, and I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, bye bye.
What you talking about, Angie? What was 2 years ago? They never set out an apartment either. Saw them in the window looking out. Right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The guest was 2 years ago. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh huh. 2000. What was it? 18. All right, let me go back because I couldn't see. Someone said the birth mom wanted to drop off Chris. Oh, report the kids missing, but that was proven not to be true. Yeah, that was old. That was 2 years ago. When law enforcement has any information was sent in any context last year that says it out. Yes, Hawkeye. Yes, but we already suspected they was gone longer. That what the chief said in Bakersfield just let us believe that the kids been gone. Put a stamp on what we already believe. Anyone else feel like this all feels like a false flag with just what has been said of friends' background? What friends' background? Are you talking about the aliases? Are you talking about Mike? The guy said he saw kids in window, but who says it was classical? Right, Kay. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's no actually. Nobody has came out to say they actually seen Orrin and Orson. Nobody can say they can actually say they've seen Orrin and Orson at any locations. It's word of mouth. It's all word of mouth. There's no facts, no concrete, nothing. No concrete. It's hard telling my got the children missing or dead. Nobody reports that the money still flow. Yeah, some people got feel like CPS is responsible. I think CPS had a reason to take the children. I do believe that. I won't know anything about their checkups with foster care until CPS come out and say we did our checkups, we didn't do our checkups, how often they did the checkups. Then I can't speak to how CPS did their checkups when they was foster. But I personally feel like with the information that came out, that they had a reason for the kids to be taken. Hey, MTGBTB. They could have been gone a year or more. How did that come in? Oh, okay, I got your message. How did I get it? I don't even have that on my phone. Oh, okay. Okay, I got your message. Aliens have been proven. Good morning, any news? No, no new news. No new news. Same as the last week or two. Nothing came of the searches. The comments are going so freaking fast. Alright, then welcome Chris. Oh hey. Let's see some recent. Someone stated that the adopted parents never legally changed the boy's name. Do you know if that's true? I believe their names are legally changed. I believe their names are legally changed, Orrin and Orson. Night Owl, that's what I'm thinking when it comes to why no one is speaking on their behalf. I mean, if you lived an isolated life or you had illegal dealings with those people, I mean, with all the information that came out with the aliases and who all might be involved, I need to put my phone on the damn stand, but I don't feel like it. When it comes out with everybody who's involved in the aliases and who knew who and who's connected, that sounds like some fraud type illegal scheme going on. Okay? And if they do know anything, they're not going to say nothing because they're tied to the West illegally. So they're not going to come out and say, hey, I know he did this to the kids, but I can't tell you how I know them because I got some illegal ties with the West and I can't tell you how, but I got some legal ties, so I can't. No, they're not gonna say nothing if they dealing with the West illegally. Yes, I believe the rabbit hole goes real deep. If only foster adoption was screened and held to the same standard as parents fighting for the right. Well, supposedly they have just me. Supposedly there is, and I posted on my channel the system that they're supposed to go through, the classes they're supposed to take, their background, their fingerprinting. They check their mental, their physical. They go through a whole process, just like they do with the parents. They go through a process. I posted on the channel. They go through a process. And I posted it because a lot of people aren't aware. They felt like the West wasn't, they didn't went through nothing. They just handed the kids over. But there's no way to know if adoption parents going to kill a child. There's no way to know when you give somebody a kid if they're going to off that kid, if they're going to get frustrated with their kid and kill that kid, if they going to mistreat their kid. There's no way to know that. There's no way to know that until that child gets in that care and it happens. I say arrest everybody to get answers, period, right? Even though we know they can't do that legally. And I wonder how they pass. You know, most serial killers are very intelligent. Most murderers are. But they're not serial killers, but they're not serial killers, but no, if they did hurt those children, most of them are pretty smart. I don't see them as being very intelligent, but most killers are very smart. Very smart. So they can pass any type of exam, IQ test, whatever, and look you right in your eye, and you'll never know. You'll never know. This is true. Sheep and wolf clothing. This true. Oh yeah. Yeah, they have a mind. Hey, exquisite baby. Hey, Nicolette. Thank you for stopping by, honey. The boys have been missing for 91 days. This don't make no sense that no one knows anything out of this. Yeah, only a sociopath. Right. It feel like it's getting cold to me, but I mean, hopefully we don't let it get cold. I don't want the case to get cold. I want well, I know they got to go through the evidence and we gotta wait for results to come back and the findings and all of that, but I just don't see all the boots on the ground or people that was, it just seemed like it slowed down. You don't see many people talking about it. Nobody rooting. I just, it calmed down a lot ever since Bakersville took over the case. I don't see anything. Oh, right. That's true, Chris. You can't tell. You can't tell about the background. Or a fingerprint, you can't tell if they're crazy. And then they can pass the mental and physical exam that they give. They can pass those exams. They do it all the time. You can have a neighbor that killed 20 or 30 people and have them in their basement. And they take their trash, they mow their lawn, they have flowers. You'll see them every day, not even know they got 30 bodies in the basement chopped up in a freezer. And you would have no idea. I didn't know he was so nice and he was so this and so that. You never know. You never know. It's crazy. Never mentioned if they got a lot of shit. Y'all, they're not gonna tell us. They haven't. They have not. And well, we don't know. They won't tell us if they have or they haven't. Took a lie detector test. Yep, the clown got too much time passed before all the appropriate process started. Mike, did you change your name? Your name used to be something else. Does that picture look familiar? Everything that PD recently needed to be. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of time has passed. If they're just now collecting evidence, I mean, they had plenty of time when everybody was, you know, paying attention to the house and everything like that. Okay, Mike. Um, when they was doing all that with their houses and stuff, they had plenty of time to get rid of the evidence. Lots of time to get rid of the evidence. Criminal records can be expunged unless a registered sex offender. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Who's responsible? Okay, you're the tarot reader, so you read cards? Oh, it does say on your name. Okay, so that must have been your son. I remember seeing that was the Itzy to come over here. I remember seeing it. Many months and the FBI gonna get them. Okay. Have you did a reading on this case? Who's this one? Who's responsible? Jack or Giselle? I don't know. I don't know. One of them or both of them. It's possible. It could have been one and one's covering for the other, or it could be both. But somebody did something. It could be one covering for the other. Giselle? Both? Galaxy? Okay. Jacqueline seems pretty cold to me. But so does Giselle, but she seemed cold. She seems cold. I'm sorry if y'all hear the TV. You cannot premeditate humanity or they keep you surprised. Oh, no, yeah, you can't. You can't undefine beauty. Yeah, she seemed very, very cold, especially in that interview. She was very defensive and she was ready to go at whoever that said something. She was ready to jump. Whoever said something to Giselle, she was ready to just jump and pounce and you can't do this or you can't where you live. She was ready. So her and then him, they was ready. They know something or they did something. I've seen two little boys on the picture, but those kids look too light. They look Spanish. I love the song Queen. I'm singing in my head. Yeah, that's my kids watching Disney. Some of my kids up late. They is watching Disney. Whatever he's watching. I keep having this feeling that Jay snapped and thus the cover up began, and due to the pandemic, it was prime time to do so. Jay snapped. So you think it was Jacqueline that snapped and he's trying to help cover it up? Who was most with the boys, you think? Jacqueline, right? I think Jacqueline might have been the most with the boys. Because people think, okay, so Jacqueline and Giselle really had them most of their lives. They was taken when they was babies. Babies. So practically, all they know is Jacqueline and Giselle. Basically. They was taken as babies. As babies now. Infants. So they know Jacqueline and Giselle most of their life. So you would think that she, as a mother, would be the one nurturing them. When was the last time anyone besides family seen them? She should call it. Explain what, Nikita? Who need to call and explain something? Yeah, it's Itzy the card reader. She's in here. The tarot reader. I said card reader. The tarot reader. I'm sorry. Anyway. Oh, Mike. No, not since the second time they searched Wanda's house. Oh, there she go. Then you start searching water and lakes. It's some incriminating evidence on there. They say, Jane, the why they didn't release the call is, because it's an open investigation. But we know that they can release calls even when it is an open investigation because, they've done the other cases. But in this case, they choose not to release the 911 call until, I guess, the case is closed. But I think it's some incriminating on there. That's why they have not released it. Wanda's house is a whole other story. Hello, since Queen. I mentioned you in your channel on my live. Oh, you did, John Q? Okay, I'm gonna look you up. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. I didn't know that. Well, thank you for the shout out, boo. They ain't gonna stop due to public outrage. They're not gonna stop what, Itzy? Well, obviously they wasn't nurturing, but as having them as so young, somebody had to be the one most with the babies, and you would think it would be Jacqueline. So somebody had to be with them the most, and it might have been Jacqueline with them the most. If you think of it like that, you would think Jacqueline would be with them the most as babies. 7:30 a.m. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. They might be in the. I don't know where they at, but it's possible. I mean, I haven't seen no dive teams jump in no lakes, or I haven't heard, and nobody. I ain't seen on video of any dive teams jumping in anywhere, or no dive teams, or no landfills that I'm aware of, and I don't know why that wasn't mentioned first or looked at. But I guess they know something we don't know. Jacqueline is cold. The way she held up her hand and grouped about family like they were nuisance to her. She looked like she was gonna. Yeah, I mean, and they lied about searching because, they said that the police told them, oh, they got it and all this, that, and the third. The police came out and said they didn't tell them not to search. They didn't tell them that the best was out there. They didn't tell them that. The chief came out himself and said, we did not tell them not to search. So they keep lying. So it's lie after lie after lie. It's lie after lie after lie after lie. They keep lying. So why would you lie if you're innocent? You know? Exactly. You don't search if you think the boys are deceased or no, they're deceased. But still, we should look for their bodies though. Something. Scare the crap out of them. Let them know that they busted something. I had a map on California. I could pinpoint where they are. Brenda really sticks out to me. What's going on with her? Brenda. First started. Brenda. Yes, hello, caller.
Yes, hello, Miss Queen. John Q. from New
Oh,
York.
hey, welcome. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't know you did a live today.
Yeah, we're out here working just as hard as you are. I'm trying to keep up with you.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, I had given you a shout out on my channel tonight. I did a segment called Tracking the Trackers,
Okay.
which is the California City Police all the way to Bakersfield Police, and
Okay.
how they are tracking the case and unfolding the process of their investigation along with the news media.
Okay.
So I guess the point of doing the live tonight was to, sometimes we have to step back in order to go forward, and a lot of folks are just coming into the case in its entirety, while it's in motion, and they're asking different questions on your platform, on my platform, on other people's platform, without being brought up to speed. So tonight I did a live in reference to, starting from ground zero, where it started from, all the way up until today's point.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was a good live and everything, and then all of a sudden I said, okay, I'm going to wrap it up, go to bed, and all of a sudden I got a notification late, and then you were on. I said, oh, I got to pop on over and see what you're talking about, because I've
Oh,
been
okay.
following you very, very carefully. I get all the notifications that come from your channel and everything, and you put out the facts. You put out
Well,
some very
thank
good
you.
content on your channel, and
Thank you.
that's what's helped me to follow the case, as it stands for me today. So I thank you very much for all the hard work and effort that you spend giving critical information and facts to your audience and your subscribers,
Yes.
and it helps me to continue my research on my side to bring awareness from my channel. So
Gotcha. Well,
big,
thank you. And I'm
yeah,
gonna
big
check it
shout out
out.
to you.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna come check you out.
Yeah, I've done so far 3 segments, 3 live segments. I've done a majority of my investigative work on the Kanika Jenkins case,
Mm.
and
I follow
I'm
her since the beginning. Yeah,
right.
that was
Right,
crazy.
and I'm looking to perhaps, I'm trying to get some headway in to also discussing the Kira Coles case, and
Yeah. Know
see
about
what
her
kind of
too.
work I can do there. So I wanted to just jump on over real quick because somebody in the chat said, "Oh, you should call in." So I said, "Well, I'll take that opportunity to jump on here, make you smile, show you some love,
Oh, thank
and
you.
your
You
chat
did
and
make me
everything.
smile.
You've got a booming crew over here, and much love goes out to them for supporting you.
Oh yeah, I love
Uh,
them.
Absolutely.
Some of them crazy,
So
but I still love them.
some of them crazy. Well, you're going to get a few of them to keep you on your toes,
Oh
ask you
yeah.
weird things off the wall, and create a little, create a little mixture, a little chaos here, a little something going on the side.
Mm.
You know how
But they
people act
pretty good.
sometimes.
Like I rarely have any problems from them. They always like respectful in the chat and stuff. Like I don't think they ever. My mom's never had to block nobody. I don't
Oh
think
well,
they
good
ever
for
had blocked
you.
nobody. Mm-mm. No, that cool.
Yeah, I mean, my audience on my side is likewise the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge, 3, 4, 500, 1,000 people all in one chat room. It's for the ones that are concerned about the work that you're doing, and the information that we're following on this case. So those are the ones that count. That's for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Who is responsible for the kids going missing?
Well, the number one persons of interest are the adoptive parents. That's where the finger points to first and foremost, because those are the ones that were responsible for their well-being. How it all started.
All
So
right.
they've
Good
been
night,
major.
Natasha.
Yeah, they've been major persons of interest on my side.
Yeah. Because they was last seen with them, or why are they person of interest to you?
Well, because they were the
Hey,
ones
to
responsible for the kids.
they were the one responsible for the kids. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the adoptive parents, being solidified parents, are the ones responsible for their children, as
Right.
we are responsible for our children, and likewise, So you have to keep your eye on the primary to see how everything then unfolds, and then you get into uh, the other family members of the adoptive family. And then you have to deal with the biological family as well. So we've got a cluster of people who all become persons of interest,
Yeah,
but
I think
you
that
have to keep your
everybody's a
finger on
person
the
of interest.
primary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
But they are definitely the primary. Okay. Yeah, I think the same thing. That's what I believe. That's what I know. I for real. That's what I believe, and I believe that from like the beginning. I mean, from the beginning.
Yeah, because everything started with them, and I believe everything will end with them too.
Yeah, they just lied about a lot of things. It wasn't just their interview. They just kept lying. And they showed no efforts to even try to find the kids, which that let us know that they know that the kids is probably not here no more.
Yeah,
Probably not with us. They
and
probably
they
with
gave
God.
they did shed some light on their behavior, their attitude, their demeanor, the body language, and everything
Mm-hmm.
from that first news conference that they did. And it was surprising that they did it independently of the California Police Department. There was nobody there to help represent the adoptive parents, as well as the family members of the adoptive parents. No one was there but Trizell and Jacqueline by themselves. So they felt that they could handle trying to, I guess, explain, what happened in their own way and in the version that they told, and hopefully they were believed. But telltale signs told us otherwise.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay, I'm definitely come check you out. This is John Q, y'all. He's in the chat. Comment in the chat when you get a chance so they can see how to spell your name so they can subscribe to your channel.
Oh yes, I certainly will. I certainly will, and I
Yeah,
will
so they can check you out.
definitely continue to follow you, and we can collaborate. I'm out of New York, and I don't
Okay.
know where you are specifically, but
Tennessee. Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. So the
Southern.
good YouTubers that are on, covering the case and everything, and there is a good handful, thank God,
Yeah.
that are, working together independently, but working together collectively on a day-to-day, week-to-week, and obviously now month-to-month basis to cover any factual information that's coming into the case, whether it be from the family members or from the police departments or who's ever out there, working the case, whether it be the news media too. Helps us to, keep this thing focused and to keep this thing, on a hot point,
Right.
because, that's what's keeping it alive.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. Is you hot, baby? Is you hot? You doing all that coughing.
Oh, someone's from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, okay. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New
Oh,
York.
Michelle. I know some people in New York.
Yeah, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Born, raised, educated in
He's
Brooklyn, New
sleeping. He
York.
coughing in his sleep. Yeah, I'm looking at him like,
Sounds like
yeah, it's
somebody needs
getting
some honey
hot
and
down
lemon.
here. It's getting hot. And the change of the weather, I think he's getting sick. His nose just started running like today. So, yeah, he's getting sick. And now he's
Wow.
coughing
Oh, well, y'all got the better
in his
weather.
sleep.
Well, ours is coming. It's taking a little time. We're still in the 40s, 50s, 40s, 50s. It's been playing with us up here, too.
Yeah, it's been 71. If we wearing shorts, that's probably why we sick. Or he's
Oh,
getting
wow.
sick
Y'all are wearing shorts already. My
already.
goodness.
Shorts. Yes, we're wearing shorts. Definitely.
Yeah, I guess we're still in the hurry up and wait line up in New York. So we don't take a chance on going out there with short sleeves. Not until it reaches about 70,
Yeah,
75.
it's so hot. You sweating. If you go out there with a long shirt on, you sweating. So yeah, it's sick weather. But he's
Yeah,
starting to. I saw it early in his face before he even started. I was like, yeah, he getting sick. Hey, Michelle
right.
Blair. Holland.
TK
Oh
said
yeah.
TK in the chat room said they're over there wearing a pullover.
Oh yeah. And we was last week. Shoot, we was in the 30s.
Wow, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Now we're in
So
the
you can't play
70s.
around with
The
this weather
weather
because
keep
it's easy to
playing.
get sick.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you
Yeah,
for calling in. Thank you. And I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with your point of view. That's just what we observe. That's what we're seeing with our own eyes right there. We see the lies. We see who last ones with the children, who report them missing. That's common sense. I mean,
yeah.
that's all
Well,
we can go by.
what got me was the fact that uh, whether Trezell knew it or not, that his neighbor had that video surveillance footage going during the time that they left out on the 19th with four of the children. So that told me that if they didn't have all six of the kids, where were the boys? And so,
Mm-hmm.
without the boys being there and them taking the four children all the way to Bakersfield for the Christmas holidays, as they
Oh, good night,
stated,
exquisite.
and then not return, actually return home alone, just the two of them, you kind of say, well, where were the boys then? So you have to say from December 19th going backwards is the question, where were the boys then?
Right.
You see?
Cause you
So
right,
now I
but see,
understand.
but that's the thing. We don't know what kids was on the camera, you know,
Right. Exactly.
and then
Exactly.
they didn't even have. We don't know what kids, how many, if they had any of their own, and how long they've been gone. We basically still at square one.
Right. Right. Well, I'm under the impression that, if they were not even identified by any of the neighbors being in the neighborhood or the neighbors in and around Aspen Avenue that would
Right.
normally on a day-to-day basis, be outside, take out the garbage and not see the children
Right.
there. And then the police, the California Police Department, went around canvassing the whole neighborhood, obviously, and for them to have reported that, the neighbors have never seen kids, at all, kind of made, Chief
Yeah.
John
Some
Walker,
said they seen some, and some said they didn't.
yeah, yeah, back
Yeah.
and forth,
Yep. And they
but
can't
nothing
say
conclusive.
for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, that is Orrin and Orson. Right.
right.
They can't
Nothing
say.
conclusive. I agree. But I don't want to take up or hold up any more of your time. I just wanted to show you some love, jump on here, and let you know I'm an avid subscriber to your channel.
Okay.
You do
Thank you.
great work, and how you manage to do it and raise a family and go food shopping and go to work and keep yourself together and take naps in between and try to keep it going.
Yeah. It's.
God bless you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I try. No, but this is what I love to do, to be honest. So I try to stick to what I love to do, and I manage everything out. It's weird, but I'm
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
OCD. I'm OCD with everything, so I gotta have a
Right.
routine. I gotta have something. I can't function without a routine. So,
No, I
but that's
hear you.
how I
You
do
got
it.
you got your chemistry that works for you.
Yep, that's what works for me.
Likewise, I do too. We all do in this crazy world that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, But it does let us know that more and more each day things are changing, and it's starting to change in a way that now the changes that we see on a day-to-day basis is starting to affect our children.
Right.
And not necessarily, your children or my children or my, grandchildren or anything, but children in general, for these kinds of stories to pop up. And so
Yeah,
due
it affects
diligence to
you,
have divine
especially if you
attention to
have
keep your
kids.
eye on the kids is quite important in the society that we live in.
Yeah, it affects you when you have kids.
Yes, it
And it
does.
makes you, when you do these stories, it makes you overly protective of your kids, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, it does make
Because you know
sense.
what could happen. You know,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly. But much love to you and yours. And
Right. Thank you.
if I hear anything on my side, I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
And yeah, definitely, you're doing a fantastic job. And thank you for your contribution, because you've ignited my attention to jump on in and get involved in the
Great.
case as
Well,
well.
I'm
So
glad you're
thank you.
helping. Thank you and welcome to helping
All
with
right.
this Orson case. We definitely need some more awareness brought to it because it is dying
Absolutely.
down. It's dying down. That's my opinion. It's dying down.
Yeah. Well,
But
you
we keep
definitely
talking
take
about them.
care, and
Okay.
I'll connect with you.
All right, definitely. Thank you for calling in.
All right. You're welcome.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.
All right, that was John Q. Junior said he just subscribed to your channel. And Michelle subscribing. Everybody subscribing. He just starting out, I believe. Um, and he's talking about the Orrin and Orson case. And so we do need more people to be inspired to, you know, help bring awareness to it and talk about it because it's dying down. You don't see as many people and as much going on as you did even a couple weeks ago or a month ago. It's not the same. It's not the same. So yes, thank him for calling in. Thank you for calling in. But thank you all. How long I been on here? A little bit over an hour. Okay, if I'm gonna do a last call. Anybody want to call in and give their opinion real quick because I'm getting ready to get up off of here. But I wanted to go live. Yes, I'm trying to enjoy my little vacay, girl. My little vacay. But no, I'm good. I want to go live and everything. I was asked to, and I was like, well, why not? I'm in my PJs, but I still just, I came through. Yeah, I think the case is slowing down. Definitely, it's slowing down. And I know I ain't been on here, yeah, in a couple of days. So I was due for a live about this case anyway. I was definitely due. I was definitely due. Yeah, I'm trying to, girl. I'm slick a nervous wreck, but it's okay. I'm slick a nervous wreck, but I'm making it through. Yeah, I'm in some PJs, girl. Some PJs. They got to get them in there, interrogate and get some questions. So you do call? Have you done reading on this? Okay, yeah, you're the person I was talking to. You doing a reading on this case, right? It's to see. Oh, Hawkeye. I got you, Hawkeye. I saw your request. I love y'all. Thank you. Glad to hear this type of conversation. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so I'm assuming is to see. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but oh, it's 615 231 0422. Yeah, no more boots on the ground like it was. Yep, I said that. No more checking out the West House. It for sure is slowing down. Okay, yeah, did readings 3 times, 3 different decks. Oh, okay. So what came of your readings? Um, Itsy, if you don't mind me asking. What came of your readings? I'm just curious. Yes, hello.
Hello, Diddy Queen.
Hey. Master's
How are
calling.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I wanted to say about the boys that the parents are the ones who are ultimately responsible for those children, no matter really what happens. It's like if you have somebody over at your house um, that does something to your children, I mean, they may be held responsible eventually, but before that, you will be, or the children will be taken away from you because you have certain people around them that you shouldn't have around them. So that's my
Okay, so
opinion.
say it one more time. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
Oh, um, you're ultimately responsible for your children. Like if somebody
Okay, are
comes
you
to your
speaking
house,
of the bio or adoptive?
the bio,
Okay,
I mean the adoptive parent.
okay, adoptive. Okay, you talking about
Uh-huh.
Giselle and Jacqueline?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever, it's like if something happened to your kids,
Mhm.
you would be held responsible. If
Right.
something happened to my kids, I would be held responsible.
Right.
And that's the way it should be. It's just like if something happens to your child,
Mhm.
the teacher would be held responsible, or the
Oh
school,
yeah.
or you know what I mean.
Mhm.
There's got, and we were talking the other day about um, accountability and how when they took those all four of the other kids out, they were saying something about neglect and abuse and neglect and stuff like that. Can't they get them on neglect just long enough to hold them in to get some
I
evidence
mean,
together? Because they can hold them for 72 hours.
well, CPS took them for the neglect, from what I understand, with what they was saying on the news, that the
Mhm.
CPS, for possible abuse and neglect, they can remove the kids. So that's why
Right.
they took the other four. But I don't think they're gonna bring charges up on them for that because, I mean, for one, that CPS be the one to do that, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
two, if they do,
And,
they would be let out. Like, I mean, that's a slap on the wrist. I mean,
yeah.
that wouldn't be no point in doing that. I mean, they wouldn't last, and then they wouldn't cooperate because they're cooperating. So if you go and arrest them for neglect, for one, they gonna probably lawyer up, stop cooperating, and then you're not gonna have a chance to try to find the boys or them even cooperating. Okay, and then it's
Right.
not going to work. I mean, it's not. They can't hold them on that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I believe they're most likely waiting, getting all their ducks in a row. You know, um,
Yeah.
analyzing everything, getting the case together, all the facts and evidence, so they can stack their case and actually, if when they do arrest them, they can hold them. They can't hold them on neglect. Unfortunately, it's a slap on
Yeah.
the wrist. They can't hold them, so that would be pointless to arrest them. Uh,
Well, when this
this
whole
sounds a little
thing
unfair.
started,
What's unfair, Jane? What you talking about?
when this whole thing started, I knew
Let me see what's going on in
immediately.
my dang on chat.
I mean, they just looked so guilty in that interview. That's the only time they've interviewed that I know of. And the first thing I thought about was the landfill. I don't know why, but there's a land.
Yeah,
I just
neglect is a
looked.
slap on the
There is a
wrist.
landfill real close.
Yeah, I wondered, have anybody check the landfill? Because that'd be a good place to dispose of a body.
Yeah, but I mean, they could be like in a rubber tote
Hold on,
or in a
CPS never removed the
bag.
other kid after the house found dead. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about this case. Okay. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Um, but that's the first thing I thought about. And then when they started talking about Brenda, the lady that I guess gave them $5,000, that's not how you buy a house. Anybody that's bought a
Excuse
house,
me. Excuse me. Undefined beauty. I never said CPS spoke out and said they took the kids from abuse and neglect. The chief came out and said
yeah,
CPS can take the children and it will be CPS that did it. So please don't think I said that and accuse me of saying anything I did not say. Please. Okay? I
no,
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
no, you misunderstood. Um, because Walker was saying that in the
Right.
like in
Walker
his
said that.
talk
Walker said
radio.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't say you did it, but anyway, I, this lady Brenda, I
But
keep
that's
thinking,
why they removed the kids though. CPS he said does it. That's why they removed the kids. The four kids.
yeah, I
From
think
them.
they came
But
and got them, didn't
as they should have because
they? Yeah,
you got two kids that you don't know where they at. Why should I leave
yeah,
these other four that you could possibly have them go missing? Why would I leave them other four kids in your care?
yeah.
Why
I
would I
wouldn't.
leave four kids left? You missing two. You can't tell me where that. You can't produce them. You can't show me these two kids, right? You can't show me these two kids. So I'm gonna leave the other four kids in your custody? No.
No, I wouldn't.
Mm-mm. They going bye-bye. Cause you neglect you can't find
Yeah,
the other two kids. So neglect, suspicious. I'm gonna take these kids and I'm gone.
yeah,
I'm gonna take them. I'm not gonna leave. Cause they could be missing tomorrow. You know,
yeah,
they could be dead tomorrow. We don't know what other two kids at. I'm not gonna leave no other four kids. That's
yeah,
crazy. You can't leave
yeah.
four kids. No. So they had every right to take those kids. I just don't. They had, from what I seen, CPS had a right to take kids from the beginning, from Ryan Dean, from
Yeah.
everything that happened to them with her, and then with the adopted parents that came in, scooped up monkey. I mean, I see reasons to take these children. I see reasons. I don't know
Oh hell
how.
yeah.
I see reasons. But there is CPS corruption. I'm not saying CPS sometimes don't be a little off. There's a bad apple in every bunch, but in this
Yeah.
case, I have not seen it. I just, where is it? Where is the corruption in this? You lose two kids. CPS is good to taking these kids from these people. CPS is
Yeah.
awesome for coming to get them because they could be next.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm missing everybody's.
That's crazy. Um.
Nicolette. Hold on, let me see what she said.
Yeah. But
I
no,
think
I keep thinking about this lady Brenda too. Who
Oh,
is she
Tanika
in all
reviews.
this?
Okay. Coots with the biological
And
mother.
could she
Possible.
possibly?
I think they know each other. I think they know each other. Tanika. Thank you, TK. I think they know each other, possibly. Of course, had some type of interaction. 2 years
Yeah.
prior, when the kids were smaller, they had visits with Ryan Dean. So they had to have known
Oh.
of each other. We know that for a fact because she would visit with the kids. Okay, prior she had visits
Mhm.
with the kids couple years ago. Okay, so we know
Uh-huh.
they know of each other.
Hmm.
I mean, you don't have to judge a parent by CPS report. I wouldn't expect nobody to, but if two kids go missing, I don't need a CPS report, and don't nobody know where they at. I don't need a CPS report to tell me, and you can't tell me where they at, and we seen everything we seen. You don't need to tell me. If CPS come get them kids, I automatically know why. That's common sense to
Yeah.
me. Same thing as um with Ryan Dean. I really don't even need to see a report with Ryan Dean either. I mean,
Yeah.
4.
Not when you
I don't.
see
I don't
injuries
need to
like
see it.
that to a 3-month-old baby.
I don't need to see it. But I
Yeah.
know there is corruption out there. I do know that. But
Yeah.
every case, I'm not. I don't tie every case to CPS corruption, police brutality. I don't. I don't tie everything to it because every case doesn't fit. Every case doesn't have it in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I seen that one where that lady shot that cop that you had on a while back.
You said what now?
That video that you had on about that lady that shot the cop,
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
I guess she died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
And it's true. I mean, it's all. I mean, there is one bad apple in every bunch.
There is.
But
I've had a dealt with a nice cop. I've dealt with a rude cop that, and I'm not perfect. I mean, when I was younger, I took the police on chases. I made them chase me down. I wasn't stopping. I did a lot of things in my, I was young and dumb. I've done things.
yeah,
So I've came across good cops. I've came across bad cops. Okay, so
uh,
I know how it is being on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it
yeah,
is. And I'm sure there's some people that are corrupt. I mean, I've talked about it before, what I'm saying, on this channel. I've addressed it. There are some people that are corrupt, but those need to be. Oh, yes, TK. Baby. I'm
well,
not
I
one to
won't
be messed
mention
with.
anything,
I will be
but
gone. I don't care who you is. I don't care who you is,
that's all
okay?
right.
You gotta come get me. You gotta come get me. Nah, but I was young, I did my thing. I
Yeah.
did my thing. I learned a lot, though. I learned a lot. I paid for my mistakes.
Well, you seem like a good mama and a hard worker now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I won't mention any names, but I'm a new YouTuber too. And I've been making videos about these boys, and I'm not getting any views, comments, nothing, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, what's your
But
name?
one, um,
YouTube name. Let me correct that.
in my opinion, was Sherry.
In my opinion, with Sherry. In my opinion, with Sherry. Oh, okay. You just in the chat. Okay. Hit me up later, girl. We'll chop it up, and I'll see what you're doing
Okay,
wrong, and we'll talk about it.
mainly mine is for um
What's your channel
people
about?
with depression, huh?
What's your channel about?
Well, it's supposed to be for depression and anxiety and um, abuse.
I mean, it don't happen
Child.
overnight. It doesn't. Tanika said it takes time. It does take time. It don't happen overnight. People have to explore your content. You got to keep posting content.
I know. The
Stuff
more
that
you
maybe
post,
grab their attention. But don't worry about that. It'll come when it comes. Just enjoy taking your time and putting out your best content that you love to do. Make sure it's something you love to do, because they'll
well,
come later.
all I have is on my phone.
Yeah, she's in the chat, Jane. Junior said he just subscribed to you. Junior subscribed to everybody.
Oh.
He subscribed to everybody. There go the
I
support
think the
right
most
there.
hits I got on one of the boys'
What's going on with the CPS and the
videos was
green
1,100
cards?
hits.
What is going on, Jesus?
So
Okay. People complain about global trafficking. Right. We know. She said you have 95 subscribers and 11 videos, so that's pretty good.
uh-huh.
What's wrong with
Really?
that? Yeah. I mean, you just started.
Well, I know the
Yeah,
more,
you just started,
like if
girl.
you post every day, it grows faster.
I doubt. I don't know what is going on. What's going on under Fine Beauty? Yeah, John Q said that's not bad. It's not bad. I doubt it. TNJ were too controlling, would not likely. Yeah,
I
I
keep thinking,
think
should I get
they
a
did something to
laptop?
the kids. You can do whatever you want to do. However you want to do it. You can use laptop, your phone, your iPhone, your smartphone, your Android.
Well, I have a smartphone,
Yeah, you could use that. Yeah, everyone starts
but
with one.
you know how you put up pictures and articles from news and stuff. I can't do that.
All right, so what you saying? What's going on? Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Okay, what y'all talking about with CPS? I once worked at a field level
Oh,
on this crap. Now I consult scientifically. What you
they're
talking
boys.
about under Fire
No,
Beauty?
sorry.
What is you talking about? Okay, let me answer this one question while I'm figuring out what she got going on. I'm still wondering about the other foster parents before Trizelle and Jacqueline. Have they spoken out? No. Actually, she hides her face from the camera. She was the one that was in the camera on the news with the curly hair but was behind Ryan Dean. Face like this,
I
where
thought
all
that
you
was
could
her
see
mom.
was the side. No, that was the other foster parent. But she had curly
Oh,
hair, curly short like bobbish hair. That's the foster parent on the interview with Ryan Dean, baby. That's her.
I thought that
And
was
I'm
her
not
mom.
sure how long she had them, but allegedly they was taken because allegedly they was close. They became real cool, and allegedly the worker didn't approve of that. I don't know how true that is, but she didn't have them too long. She didn't have them long. All right, I
Yeah, I don't
answered that
think they
one.
like the parents and the foster parents to mingle because the kids are supposed to be away
But it
from the
said Giselle was
parents.
working and Jacqueline had them at 2 and 3. Yes, I did hear that he was working. He worked like a security at very in the beginning because we've been on it like from the very beginning, like when it first happened. And allegedly, uh, heard he was working. Okay, he was working at some point. Every day says abusive allegations, as far as the other parent is why she don't have them. Um, the foster parent, the other foster parent. Um, I didn't hear. I never heard that. Okay. Um, but yeah, allegedly he worked for like a security job. Okay, a security job
Yeah,
that went out of business or shut down or something. But yeah, he was allegedly working at one point. That is
I
a
don't know.
very
My instincts are telling me it was the parent, the foster parents, or well, the adoptive parents, and
right, Ghost Ninja.
but finding them in the landfill is going to be really hard. It's been 3 months. They can find them though if they're there.
Okay.
But I keep
Good
thinking if
morning,
they're with
GM.
Brenda,
GM Carey said that what you're talking about is a touchy and sensitive topic. People with those disorders are uncomfortable, and embarrassed talking about those type of issues. So that's probably why it's slow rolling. But I think people will probably come listen to it that they have problems to your channel. I think that's what they was talking about.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
John
appreciate
Q.
it.
That's her. That's
And
her.
I watch you all the time. You're a beautiful lady.
Oh, thank you. My brother once worked at the same place. Oh, okay, in the fire beauty.
What if you don't? I don't know if you mind. You don't have to answer this.
Right.
What do you do for a living? Are you like a beauty shop or something?
Do I go to a beauty shop?
Well, no. What do
I
you do for
work at a
work?
beauty
You
shop?
don't have to answer.
No. I work.
I
I
know,
work
but
with
I was
people.
wondering.
I work with people. I'm gonna tell you that. I work with people. Yeah,
Oh, so
people.
you get to sit behind the typewriter all day or something?
No, I work with people. Pretty, kind of in my own space, but I kind of work with people. But that's it. No, I work though.
I don't.
You got a lot of time. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm about an hour from a Walmart.
Mhm.
There's nothing out here. I hate it. That's why I do try to do YouTube.
No, but no, I work. But yeah, I don't tell nobody where I work at.
Well, no, I
People crazy,
wouldn't
girl.
either, but I wouldn't either, but you always got your hair and your nails done and look so pretty.
Oh, I work hard. I
I
do.
bet you do.
I work
House,
hard.
kids.
Well, thank you. I take care of my kids, take care of my family. Make sure they up
I
to par.
bet.
Make sure they looking right. I do the best I can do.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I do the best I can do, and I stay humble. And it's nothing but God. Okay, nothing but God. That's all I can do. It's all God.
Yeah.
It's all
You
God.
can't do nothing without God.
Nope, nothing without God. But all right, thank you for calling in.
Well, you're welcome. It's nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you too. So my opinion was sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I can
All
match
right.
your voice to the
You
name.
have a good
Okay.
night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. Woo. So what have they done in Bakersfield besides search a dirt lot? Search some houses. Itsy. They searched a dirt lot and they searched some houses. I'm surprised my phone ain't died. Yeah, crazy. TK, you crazy. We already know Angie throwed off. So what have they done in Bakersfield besides searching their lot? I read that. Yeah, they done a couple of searches. They have. They did some house searches. They searched Aspen House about 5 times. They searched Wanda's house twice. They did some on the ground searches in deserts. But that was Cal City. Bakersville did, other boots on the ground did a lot of different searches at the beginning for a while. Um, Different. I mean, it's been some searches. Yeah, Wanda's was searched twice. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. They searched the river or by the river. Because I heard they searched near some water, but I don't think they searched the water. Because that's something I've been complaining about. Why ain't nobody jumped in there? Who searched the river? I never heard of that. I heard they searched by water, but I didn't know they searched inside of the water. By the water. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Crystal. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing incorrectly. They didn't search the river, Jane. They searched by water. There was a search done by water. You searched the river. You jumped in there. You searched the river, honey. What is going on? The reason you have a team that searched the river. So you have a dive team, baby. I don't think he paid them anything to clean it up, Jane. I think they got tired of being talked about. I think they got tired of being talked about and possibly want to get rid of stuff. They want people back there taking pictures and stuff. I am certified search and rescue. So you dived in there, right? Did you have a team? You said you and your team searched the river, so y'all got in and actually searched the river. That's what I'm asking. But then that's not searching the river, honey. If you didn't get in. That's. I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone going in the water, baby. Dive team going in the water, searching the water in case they put the children in there, dispose of the bodies in there. That's what I'm talking about. And you're saying you have a team, right? We have a team for this. We were called for help. Right. So did your team get inside of the river and search inside of the river? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. Did your team get in there and search? There's not much water to speak of. It's not deep. Baby, you're not answering my question, honey. So I'm going to take it as a no. I'm going to take it as a no, sweetie. Okay, finally. Okay, boots in the water. So y'all got in the water and searched. Okay, what river was this? Says not deep. That's a lie. Okay, so it was searched. Okay, it answered your Kern County River, the part that leads into Cass City. Okay, so basically, okay, so no professionals. Okay, so basically, okay, I got my answer. Thank you, hon. Yeah. So I got my answer. Okay, so what's that? So we're at 103. Okay, so thank y'all. Off the 58, it's not the deep. Okay, but I was asking y'all been asking ever since like we was on like on Angie Live, like when are they gonna search send out dab teams and stuff. I've never heard of nobody had searched the river. That's why I'm confused and wanted to make sure I was hearing correctly. But yeah, you said you and your team got in there. Okay. So I take it y'all didn't find anything in that water. Y'all didn't see anything in the water. Other teams was there too. Was it law enforcement? Did you see any law? Was it any law enforcement? Let's see. Y'all was crazy. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, but there are of other bodies of water so that the kids could be in. Correct. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think I was crazy. Like, hold up. All right. Well, thank y'all for coming in. I did this, live as a request. I did appreciate everybody for coming in. I love y'all. Um, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to get up off of here, but thank y'all for coming in. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to all the guests that called in. Shout out to John Q. My opinion was Sherry. And all the other callers that called in. Crystal, Night Owl, Everyday Shenanigans. Thank all of y'all for joining in tonight. We had a very good conversation tonight. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night. Y'all get some rest. Y'all get some rest. Yeah, you just don't know the area. What you talking about? Who don't know the area? But yeah, let me go. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Mm-mm.